Hello and welcome to Hexing with Creek. I am Creek and today I am hexing a Holly Scottie. The first thing I did was I added the chest fluff to the Scottie. This is based on a design I made a few years ago. And yes, this is definitely late for December and the holiday season. But I thought it'd be better than nothing to just upload it now. As you see, I am adding different colors of balls to differentiate where each fluff goes. I will later change it to the main base color of the Scottie to blend it in. Here I am. I then number everything and make sure that everything is done in Lnz Pro. I am recording this without a script to see if I could do it, so if I'm hesitating a lot, that's because there is no script for me to follow. I'm working on the elbows to give them their fluff based on the design that I made. Then I copy and paste them to make sure that all of the ankles and elbows have the same fluff pattern. Now I'm just expanding the tail to make it a bit more fluffy. Originally, it was going to be a very long tail with a bunch of fluff spikes on it, but due to the fact that the Scottie has such a short tail already, I decided I'd just make it a bit bigger. I'm also adding the head fluff and the fluff to the cheeks. Take a shot every time I say fluff. I'm going to be saying it a lot this video. So, how's life been going for everyone? It's been definitely something living in America. I don't think anything else has to really be said for that. I'm just hoping that we can get out of this soon enough. Maybe in the next month or so, that'd be nice. But realistically speaking, that's probably not gonna happen. Now I'm adding the snow to the back of the Scottie because this Scottie has been snowed on. I thought that'd be a really cute design, and I really like how it turned out in the end. You'll see. Here I am checking to make sure the balls that I added look good on this Scottie, and then I am adding the antlers. So the antlers took a while to get right. I had to adjust them a bit to make sure that they weren't poking in on each other when I flipped them around and duplicated them. Also, due to the way that I had recorded this Hexing with Creek, the big border has to be around the entire video. I am very sorry for any inconvenience that is with not being able to see the full screen, but this is the best that I got. The next Hexing with Creek should be fixed, but I do have a few other videos stocked up that have the same problem, so just please bear with me for a bit and it will go back to normal. Here I am adding the holly leaves and the holly berries to the Scottie. I had to go in and adjust them because they were not the correct size. when I went into Petz to look at them. So don't get too attached at the size that they are currently. I tried doing a different way of adjusting the leaves. It didn't work out, so I have to manually put them in on the next antlers, which I think looked better because it wasn't just a flipped version of the right side. Recording just freeform like this is definitely a lot easier than reading from a script because I have to re-speak the lines a lot just so I don't mess up what I'm saying. But saying it all freeform, it doesn't really matter as much if I pause a bit and don't know what to say just like that. I think it gives a lot more of a genuine, real kind of feel to it, if you know what I mean. Here I'm adding a few more leaves to the hollyberry that I have on this right antler. I add a few different lines and then I connect them all together to make this almost diamond shape, which isn't quite how a holly leaf looks, but being in Petz, it is the best that I got. Here I am checking it again and seeing that the holly leaves are not the way I want them to be, so I size them up, I move stuff around, and I fix them so you can actually see them now in the game, which is good. Now I'm adding a few more holly berries, and finally I am adding the second antler. As you can see, there is a little bit of overlap with the berries in PetzWorkshop, but in the game it does not actually overlap like it does in PetzWorkshop. Now I'm adding the holly berries and holly leaves to the left antler. And seeing as I know the sizing and how to do the berries and leaves, it is a lot quicker than it was for the other side. Recording just freeform like this is definitely a lot easier than reading from a script because I have to re-speak the lines a lot just so I don't mess up what I'm saying. But saying it all freeform. Now I am almost done this hex. I just need to change the colors and add some finishing touches, like the snow and all the tufts of fur matching the colors. I actually really like how this turned out in the end. I like it that it's simple. Not too bold. It just kind of adds a bit to the Scottie, I think. Maybe I'm just tooting my own horn though. But I am genuinely really happy with how this turned out. Now I'm adding some paintballs to make the snow look like it's a bit more on the body, instead of just the parts where I added those snow ad balls. Now I'm trying to add the 3 red dots on the cheeks. It didn't work with the paintballs, so I instead added some ad balls that I made red. And those actually did show up on the cheeks a lot better. And they don't stand out too much. They don't poke out at all, which is good. So now that the Scottie's done, it is time to show you the finished product. Enjoy! See you next time on Hexing with Creek.